Guys, what made you realize this girl is definitely not into me? We set up a date. She stood me up. When I asked her, she simply said she forgot. My roommate encouraged me to ask this girl out. He said she really liked me. So I asked her out and set a dinner date. I pick her up and at dinner she barely responds to me. I ask questions about her major, her family, etc, and all I get back are short answers and no follow up. I'm frustrated and she's unhappy, and I guess we both look miserable when the waitress tells us that we need to perk up and be happy. She then asks how long we've been dating. Her face falls when I tell her this is the first date. She goes oh and walks away and doesn't really talk to us again. After dinner we were supposed to go to a friend's house who was having a party, but I look at her in the car and say, look, obviously neither one of us had a good time. Instead of going to the party, why don't I take you back to your dorm? She said yeah, and that was it. I went back to my roommate furious and asked him why he thought she had a crush on me. He said he thought she would once she got to know me. Yeah, well she didn't. Call it a hunch, but I think she was into your roommate. The law of 80/90s sitcoms says this is true. They've got to get their material from somewhere, right? Ends up dating the roommate through all of season 3. They break it off by the end of season 4. Then to shake up the by now stale formula, she'll end up back with op for half of season 10 before getting back together with the roommate by finale night in season 12. Edit. Forgot to mention that she'll spend seasons 5 to 9 dating a motley of quirky, one-off sweeties as portrayed by various leading film and TV stars. Stopped texting first and realized that she never texted me for 3 days. It was totally one-sided. An actual girlfriend ran this experiment and found that I didn't text her for a week. Some people are just shit, i.e. me. My BF status didn't survive this experiment, but I learned from it. You live and you learn. I like people that admit their mistakes and grow from it. Hope you have a good day. I told them I had feelings for them. They responded with him dying. Dying literally or just laughing. They followed it up with a joke about corona and pretended like I never said anything. Which to be honest hurts more than proper rejection. At least acknowledge it. Your username adds more to description. Come here and let me hug you. Your username says otherwise. Unless the girl directly says to me I'm into you, or some variation, I will assume, by default, that they are not into me. Uninterested until proven interested. The only proof that is proof is verbal confirmation. Edit. This reads really weird. Uncoerced confirmation is true proof. Even then it might not be true. She might just be polite. So what if she is sucking my dick right now? Stick it in her nose. If she's into it, she likes you. If not, God hope she doesn't bite it. When I accidentally let a fart slip as we got out of the car to her crib and then suddenly had to sleep in the guest room. At that point I'd just go home to a hotel or just sleep in my car, to be honest. Unless the intention of the going to her place was clearly not sexual, of course. Back in college, I took a girl on a lunch date. We had a really nice time. When it was getting time to leave, I told her I had to get to work. She said, "Where do you work?" I said McDonald's, and I literally could see her attitude shift in 1 second. Oh, cool. So as I'm driving her home, I said, "So can we hang out again?" She replies, "Yeah, totally." So the next day I text and ask if she wants to hang. She never responded. Her mistake. She could be getting Big Macs and chicken nuggets all the time. Are those code words for his penis? I'm not sure where this chick expected a college kid to work at. Yeah, I'm the lead engineer at Microsoft. Just getting retrained in office management at this community college for fun. She said, "I'm not ready to be in a relationship." And proceeds to get into a relationship. RIP me. I hope she's happy though. I really do. She left out the "with you" part. So convenient. We spent the day together. Slept together. She told me she loved me, then ducked her coworker at her Christmas party that evening. Ouch. That sucks. She probably did that too. LMAO. I would give you a medal, but I don't have money. not a guy. But I was in a club and wanted to go to the bathroom. He kept pulling me back into his lap. I tried to explain and he wouldn't listen. So I peed in his lap. You have to assert your dominance. Kill him. He was above the age of consent, thank you very much. Then good thing you gave him a piece of your mind. Oh snap. So, last fall I went to class and ran into this really cute girl and I thought, hey, I'm gonna try to talk to her more, and over the next 2 weeks I found 0 openings until we were told to get into groups for a project. Small class. But I wasn't in her group, so I asked her if it was cool if I joined her group because they seemed more serious than my other group. Bunch of losers. She said yes. So it was me, her best friend, and another girl I'd talked to for a bit. We agreed to meet up on Friday at the library. We talked a bit more before then and became friends. She's really touchy, so she'd grab my arm, lean on me, etc. I thought she was into me. I show up early and she was there alone, so we began to talk, and she's so much like me. Has a weird sense of humor, very smart, and super friendly. She even liked Dragon Ball. That's the dream. Then the other 2 girls arrive and I see her phone and her lock screen as of her best friend. The other girl comments AWW. Your best friend's your lock screen? And she says nope. My girlfriend's my lock screen, so that really made me realize she totally wasn't interested in me at all. Funny thing is, we all are still really good friends. We've tried to take classes together and she's helped me out when I had trouble. I accidentally ruined her surprise birthday party. We hung out while we could. She'd buy us lunch, invite us to her place, and we really have a good time together. Those 3 girls are the best friends I've made in university. It's kinda sad, but before I went like 6 months without anyone in college saying my name or even talking to me. They weren't mean. They were just not my friends. But I met these girls and I have a friend network. I have a constant study group and she's even helping me lose weight because I couldn't do it on my own. She wasn't into me, but I honestly couldn't care less. I'm way happier now than I was before I met her. Such a wholesome story. The teacher assigned my crush to dance with me. She screamed no and chose another guy at it. I'll give more context. So this was our graduation trip and it's the last day of it. It was compulsory that everyone chose a partner of the opposite sex to dance with. Me having a crush on her was quite well known in my class. So all of them, including my teacher, suggested that I dance with her. And of course she refused and chose another random dude. I had to find another girl from another class that I never even talked to. Feel so bad, man. Shit, that brings up memories. Whole class had to slow dance for a school play rendition of Anastasia. Everyone pawned me off to some other girl, and the girl I finally ended up with was obviously not thrilled either. Ended up faking illness to miss the entire school play. I'm sorry that happened. Asked her to senior prom. She said yes, but when we got there she ditched me to hang out with another guy she liked. Wasn't too bad though, cause I danced with another girl who I got along better with. Man, I always feel so bad for people like this. My senior prom, I had my friend who liked my former best friend. He never explicitly said, and they went to prom together. Literally an hour into prom, and she's making out with a dude in the ballroom while they're slow dancing. My friend went outside and just danced the whole night away to the band outside. We joined him because it was so much more fun and less hectic outside. I thought my former best friend had done such a huge bitch move. The guy she was with she had liked since our sophomore year of high school. It was just so messed up. Ouch. Well, I skipped my senior prom because no one would go with me, and I figured why pay for a ticket, rent a tuxedo, and drive to the prom just to go stand around with a bunch of people who don't want to dance with me. She pulled out a knife and tried to kill me. I wanna know the backstory. Same Mayo. She worked for Cutco MLM and he didn't want to buy. Close D responses to leading or intuitive chatter. E.g. just saying yes, no, not really, etc. when asked questions that could easily lead to more conversation. Thank you for noticing. A lot of guys don't. That's an absurdly vague method of communicating disinterest. Acting disinterested is not a vague way of showing disinterest. I've heard them all. I like you as a friend. I think we should see other people. I know speak English. I'm married to the sea. I don't wanna kill you but I will. I'm not gay, but I'll learn. Can you teach me? Just suck. At a bar with some friends, my boy John starts trying to chat up this girl and her friends. I approach and try to wing them. This girl makes hard eye contact and says, well, it was great meeting you guys. I, of course, say likewise and drag off John to go explain to his dumbus how to recognize when girls are politely telling you to duck off. Hats off to you. When she told me so, I feel you bro. This was years ago in school, but the girl actually told me that she wasn't into me. But hey, at least she was honest. Yeah, honesty is the best thing. /sunset smile. I didn't realize until I asked her out. We had been talking and hanging out for a few months. She and I had matching personalities and we were both more energetic around each other than around others. I had a massive crush and I felt like taking a chance, so I told her I liked her and she said, damn, I'm really sorry. I feel we are better off as friends. I guess I didn't realize she wasn't into me until she said as such. I moped for a while before finally being able to have a shit happens attitude towards it. Nowadays she's happily with someone. Our friendship has faded away, which is actually more upsetting than being rejected romantically. I'm still single, but I'm happily single so it's alright. If I ever feel that feeling again, I will always take that risk. Sunset, it's been 7 years since then, and I haven't felt that feeling yet. Edit. Reading all the replies. I still have a lot to learn and digest. I appreciate everyone's input. I have no idea why you're getting such bad advice in your replies. Just continue being you. Okay. My number one advice is to never take advice from anyone ever. I'll take that advice and ignore it. Thank you very much. Asked a girl out, and she said I can't, it's my girlfriend's and I 2-month anniversary, she is straight BTW. I wouldn't want to go on a date with someone who has such poor grammar either. She kept talking about how she needed more commitment from me. Relationship had turned long distance. I was paying for the travel and doing the majority of the traveling. I was the one that had moved away. Sustained it for about a year. But I just realized that she wasn't into me enough to take what she perceived as a risk in moving 5-hour drive away from her family. Never spoke about her needing to show commitment to me. Think what finally did it was when she got a raise to similar to what I was making, and I brought up her starting to contribute to the travel costs. And she laughed like it was a joke. I clarified I was serious, and she brushed it off. Nope. I'm out. Stuck around longer than I should have. Was her first serious relationship, which in retrospect I think was a big factor in some of the immaturity. In my case, when we hang out, I tried so damn hard to entertain, to keep the flow of the conversation. She was just focused on other stuff and seems distant. I asked for her number, and she offered to give me her email address instead. Hey, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.